Hello everybody, how are you guys? I want to do a quick video because I want to clarify a few things that I seen in the martial art community. There is a lot of confusion based on what I see and the experience I have gathered in regards to what martial arts is and what martial art is for. And I always tell people, think, use your head, do research, sit down, ask. Don't just take my word or other people's word for it. Go and check facts. Don't just stick with an opinion. An opinion can change, but the facts don't change. For instance, there's a fact that I'm sitting down in my house. You may think I'm a hotel. That's an opinion, but the fact is I am in my house. So people have this tendency to believe the martial arts or martial artists are to be humble. That you should be humble. The martial arts will make you humble. And I have to say no. Martial arts at the beginning were just for war. Were just designed to kill people or not be killed. In the old times in Africa, Egypt, Greece, they just put a set of techniques all together to survive, to defend your family, to defend your town, to defend your king. Okay? The spiritual value, as far as I have been able to investigate, was later added. There is this legend that a monk came from India, Bodhidharma, and went to China. And in the process, they noticed that the monks in China were really weak. And he showed them martial arts so they could be stronger and they could go and do more prayers. Because doing Buddhism, the prayers, the rituals is not easy. You have to stay in positions for a certain time that requires you to be physically strong. So, taking that in consideration, in China, there was this spiritual joining, spiritual attachment to the martial arts. However, when they went to Japan, they had another type of spirituality and another type of rivalries. But for instance, the samurais were like cops. Really, they were serving the shogun or a lord. They were there to enforce the laws. They were not there usually to protect the people. They were like cops, in reality. So there was a secrecy as well on the techniques. Nowhere in martial arts there to make you a better person. You can be a better person through understanding of certain things, but also that comes with age. I want to put a good example. You take a serial killer and you give them a gun, and their person will still be violent. A gun equals power. Okay? You take a serial killer or you take a bad person and show them martial arts, and it won't make it a better person. Just knowing, and I have said this 1,000 times, how to throw a punch, a kick, how to defend they are just body movements. The connection between the spirit and the mind won't happen because you know how to kick or punch. That happens through education. Now in America and the rest of the world, when you want to teach martial art for a living, you have to sell additional programs which are designed to sell to fathers. Usually kids are the ones who pay for the dojo. You have 10, 12, 15, 30 kids paying you $100, $200 plus uniform, plus the stickers. They are the ones who pay for your school. And then you have the adults that may be interested in becoming a black belt fighters. That's in the case of traditional martial art. Remember, most of the time they are not MMA school for kids because it's way too violent, way too strong, way too physically demanding. So these teachers, they have to sell you educational package. They have to sell you after schools. Fathers work from 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. to 5, 6 p.m. When they get to the house, they have no time to do their chores. So what they do, they take their kids to do sport. Sometimes it's martial arts, sometimes it's football, sometimes it's baseball. You name it. I apologize. So what I'm trying to say is, being a martial artist is not about being humble. Being a martial artist is not about being truthful to yourself. Being honest. Practice. Go out and do the job. The work. You don't need to be a good person to be a martial artist. There has been martial artists who are awful people. Assholes. I don't want to extend this video, but just to say and think about it. And if you want to do the test, go and take somebody who is really a bad person, who is a bully. Show them martial arts. You're going to see what you're going to create. You're going to create a monster. I've seen that before. But that will be telling another story. Okay, my brothers. One more thing. This channel is for me to document what I do, to help a few people. I understand what I do. Some people don't understand because there is a big gap between what I know and what you know. Most people now follow this MMA consensus, which comes from watered down boxing, watered down Muay Thai, watered down Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I don't want to talk bad about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but once I saw a knife poke to a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy that ended up in the hospital. He would claim you couldn't knife poke him while he was doing a rear neck choke. He almost lost the eye. And he was a black belt. I don't want to say names. Anyway, just want to say, guys, stay focused on what you do, understand what you're doing, and if you don't know something, ask. Always think for yourself and use your head. That's it, brothers.